Our next act for you this evening is a magician. His name is Christian, and earlier this year he won the British Magical Grand Prix Championship in Blackpool. Damon Hill retired when his arrows, rabbit and a hat trick exploded at the first attempt. To tell us more about Christian, we have his mother, Sheila. Sheila, tell us about your son, Christian. When did you first know that he was interested in magic, in illusion, in tricks?
Well, he's always been a zany, fun-loving young man. And about the age of 15, he found out that he could do magical tricks on people and he would get away with it. So he was set for a future in magic, of course.
We're thrilled to have him here this evening. I understand he had a bit of a setback a few years back.
Yes, last year his life almost ended and his future certainly nearly did. He was repairing the roof of the hotel when a sudden gust of wind ripped the whole of the roof off and catapulted him into the road outside the hotel. And he broke his back in 2 places and he severely damaged several of the vertebrae, and it was thought that he really wasn't going to walk again. But, however, as soon as he knew that his back would support his torso and he could walk a little bit, then he started the hardest fight of his life. And he fought back to recovery, the way hopefully you'll see him this evening.
Well, he's dancing around like nobody's business earlier, so he's made a full recovery there. If you'd have recorded what was going on then, you could have sold that beetle for a fortune. A bloke on the roof and woof, off he goes.
I wish you
made a pretty penny, I'm telling
yes.
you. Next time, get it handy and whip it out and... hang on for a second, I can't see your face. Turn it, then you go. It's great to have you here this evening. We're looking forward to seeing him. I'm glad he made a full recovery. It's a terrific act. Thank you very much, Sheila.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Here he is. Please welcome the big magic talent of Christian. Christian, ladies and gentlemen. Fabulous. Well done. Nice job. How you doing? Christian, that was great, wasn't it? No idea. They're watching from the front, I'm watching from the side. I've no idea how you did that, but certainly I wouldn't want to explain those stains to your dry cleaners when you take those suits off. They're lovely. Christian, nice job. Christian, ladies and gentlemen. That's it for part 2 of the show. Coming up in part 3, 2 more acts and the big decision as to who wins the last place in our end of series final. No flicking around there, you hear? From London was comedian Ricky Jay. Ricky Jay. Next from Troon with the beautiful tune, it was singer Maggie Ballantyne. Our fourth act this evening from Northumberland was magician Christian. Act number 5 was London comedy duo The Fluffy Brothers. And finally, we saw and heard the North East Bee Gees crying out loud. Now's the moment of truth where I say to the audience, please vote now. OK? Yeah. An awful lot of energy on the show this evening. It's a very lively show, I thought. Let's start with the singers and the musicians, as we do. We'll start with Keith first, our soul singer at the very beginning.
I thought he sang like an angel and danced like a plumber. I mean, I don't know what he trod in before he came on stage, but he was determined to get it off, wasn't he? I thought he was terrific. I really did. I thought it was a classic song. He had a great voice. Lots of energy, presented it well. We'd go down a storm in clubs, on cruises, in holiday camps. I don't know what else to say, really, because I'd have him on TV. But I really think it's up to you guys, because if you want variety on TV, you've got to write to the TV companies and tell them you want it, because they're not listening to me.
OK, but you think he's got a future? I thought he had a great voice. It was a fantastic voice, and really was. So certain and fair, man. Really good. Next thing this evening, Maggie Ballantyne.
She had magnificent control, didn't she? I mean, how could she move about on stage like that and still have enough breath left for that note at the end? Fantastic.
Fantastic, big note at the end.
I think could have a very good career in the West End still. There's a lot of good character musicals there, and she'd go down well in that.
Great voice, I thought, and it was a great song to do, and she did it fantastic, I thought.
I thought so.
And you agreed, right? There you go, Maggie Ballantyne, obviously going places. And on the musical side at least, and completely, we finished the show with the 3 boys, a lively, energetic performance, I thought, crying out loud. What do you make of them?
Well, I've got to tell you, I'm probably about 50 years too old to tell you whether they're any good or not. I mean, I'm probably the wrong generation. I thought they had good voices and I thought they had lots of energy. But I would say they really have got to make a choice. They've got to choose whether they want to go down take that route and prance about, or concentrate on the singing and songwriting, which I probably would recommend the latter.
Prance about?
Prance about like Take That.
Is that what some of the finest choreography the pop world's ever seen? Is this? Are you prancing about? You get and wash your mouth out, so what do you think? Do you think they have a future in the pop business? Do you think that they will have hits? Will they be a hit band, do you think?
I think they've got to make some serious career choices, and they've got to decide which way they're going to go. And they could have a future if they make the right choices.
And you think the choice would be?
I would say concentrate on the songwriting and the singing, and leave the prancing about.
I thought the harmonies and the vocals, they sounded great to me.
Yeah.
But it must be hard doing it, jumping around and
I thought it was ironic as well, because when rap started, there's people like Melly Mel saying White Lines, which is obviously about road painting or something like that, and there's these guys 15 years later saying, don't do it.
It was an anti-drug song, which is a nice message.
Yeah.
There you go. OK, well, we've covered the music. You think they're going places?
I do.
OK. Let's move on now to... let's do comedy this evening. Comedian, this evening, young London fella, Ricky Jay. What do you think of Ricky?
Slick Rick. I thought he was terrific, didn't you?
He's obviously going to go down one of the clubs, I would have thought. TV, do you think he's got a future on TV?
Yeah, if they make the openings for him, of course.
Good.
And
Okay.
there's loads of shows he could go on. I think they should build him, yeah.
Ricky Jay gets the thumbs up. Well done, Ricky. OK. But a couple of what we call speciality acts on this evening. Let's start with the Fluffy Brothers. What do you think of the Fluffy Brothers?
Oh, dear.
What a surprise you didn't like the Fluffy Brothers, Gary.
Oh.
Every time, we've had 8 shows so far, every time we've had someone who's tried to do something remotely different and a bit unusual, a bit new, you've not liked them.
Oh, what, so you think they should just be congratulated for having the nerve to turn up, do you?
No,
I mean,
I think it's
all this
somewhat...
stuff, if Shakespeare does EastEnders, please. I mean, if music be the food of love, they would have salmonella, wouldn't they? If Shakespeare had seen a spot like that, he'd have said, out damn spot, out I say.
So you liked them?
I thought they had absolutely nothing going for them at all.
You know, even the performers, so they were incredibly confident performers. And the audience, there was applause moments for the jokes as well as laughter.
There was a guy up there snoozing. There was a guy snoozing. And I thought the audience were actually applauding the snoozing. That's what I felt. But I really didn't like him, no.
That's your opinion. That's why we have you on the show. OK. Christian, our illusionist, our magician this evening with the birds and the cards and the dog at the end. What do you think?
You see, it's very easy to scoff at traditional magic, you know, the birds, the handkerchiefs, the cards. But I've got to tell you that in Vegas now, there's a guy called Lance Burton who's just been signed up for a multi-million-dollar, 10-year performance thing at a hotel. So there's obviously a huge market for this sort of stuff. I thought he did it very well. He presented it well. He looked good. That act would leave my wife speechless, and you can't put a price on a talent like that.
OK. I was impressed with the dog. I've got one I'm trying to get rid of. I'm going to have a word with him later, see if we take it away. It was a great act. So Christian, you think, has a big future?
Yeah, I like Christian, yeah.
OK. Who do you think will win this evening, and who would you like to see win if it's any different?
I think this is going to be the closest one to call yet. I've got a feeling it'll either be Keith Campbell or Crying Out Loud winning, but I would like to see Ricky Jay win, because I think he's probably got the most potential.
Okay.
But Christian was good as well, though.
OK, so before
really
you personally like to see Ricky Jay?
Yeah.
OK, Gary Busher, ladies and gentlemen. Well, you only have to read Gary's column to know that he is often wrong. What he thinks may not reflect the views of our audience here. The truth is in here, so let's find out who you voted for this evening and who's going through to the final. There we go. Oh, before we do, I think everyone did fantastically well this evening. It's very tough for the acts to come out and perform for the first time on TV. Let's hear it for all the acts, shall we? So you did a great job, all of you. And I've been told that the voting for all the 6 acts was the closest of any we've had the entire series. There was very little between it, and it really was a very close call. But in third place, the audience have voted for Christian. Well done, Christian. In second place, the audience have voted for Mr. Keith Campbell, our singer this evening. Well done, Keith. But in first place, and going through to the final next week, it is boy band Crying Out Loud, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, fellas. Well done. Well done. Well done. Thank you very much. Really pleased for that. So, guys, we'll see you next week. Yeah. Ready to do it all again? Yeah. I hope in the time you have a chance to learn maybe not a backflip, but a small tumble. A side roll. Just bring something to the act, will you, next week? Don't let them carry the whole thing. You must be thrilled.
Yeah, brilliant.
You got some fans in the seat up there. I know they're delighted.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys. Crying Out Loud, ladies and gentlemen. The winners this evening. Congratulations. Well done. So Crying Out Loud joined Kev Duncan, Lydia Griffiths, Lisa Marie, Fool's Gold, Steve Bookstein, Nick Page and comedian Jenny Jones in our end-of-series final. Be sure to book your seats now to avoid disappointment. It's the big talent showdown of the year, so whatever you do, don't miss it. Until then, remember, there are only 123 shopping days left to Christmas. Good night, everybody.